Hi everyone, and welcome to our stream today. My name is Luciano Minetti with Korg, here today for Believe in Music, our virtual NAMM show. Very excited to be here today presenting two amazing instruments in our digital piano lineup. Once again, we're going to be going over both instruments today, so I'm going to be bouncing back and forth, doing some playing examples and talking about the most important features of both of these instruments. Now, I always like to start off with some playing because we're here to make some music and listen to some music. So I'm going to start with a little bit of both keyboards, and I'm going to use actually the Module Pro app, which is an app that Korg makes, starting out on the Korg LP380U over here. And then I'm going to bounce over to the brand new Korg L1 and finish off. So we're going to kind of mix it up, different styles, but I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. All right, everyone. So thanks again for tuning in. So today, very excited because I have two amazing digital pianos to talk about today. Once again, my name is Luciano Minetti with Korg, and we're going to start actually today with the L1 here. So first comes first, what is the L1? The L1 is the new entry-level point in our digital piano lineup at Korg that offers a lot of amazing features, simplified controls, in an extremely lightweight and portable package. So let's talk about how lightweight it is. Now, I'm a big fan. As a traveling musician, I usually have to take big weighted keyboards around with me and always carry around the weight. Well, the L1 is only 13 pounds, okay, and is only 3 inches thick. Now, you could probably see from the video that it is a very small and compact instrument. But what does it feature? L1 has our LS action, which is the same action from our Kronos LS, which is an amazing semi-weighted key bed, which feels really good to play and has a very expressive touch to it. It also features two 8-watt built-in speakers, which are quite powerful and sound really awesome. Now, a couple things that are awesome about the L1 is everything's laid out that you could possibly need to change. It has 8 sounds that are built in, and there's a really, really cool knob that actually allows you to go ahead and select which sound you want to choose. So no need to go through function keys and hold down the function button. It's all laid out really nicely on the L1. There's a metronome built in for really easy practice, as well as an easy switch to turn on and off reverb. Now, another really, really cool feature of the L1 is it is battery operated. So you can operate this exclusively on batteries with 6 AA batteries, which is pretty awesome. Now, as you heard, I did play some piano and electric piano in the opening demo there, but the samples are just actually really amazing, and that's because the L1 actually uses our Italian grand piano, which is pretty beautiful sounding, and that's the one I actually opened up with. It also has some really nice electric pianos. So I just want to start by giving you a little bit of a demo of how nice and playable this is, and you'll see the dynamics that you're able to get out of this LS action. Really quiet is actually pretty easy, and as a pianist, most times semi-weighted actions, they don't feel that great to play real piano on, but the L1 feels incredible, and I'm actually able to get really good dynamics. So give a listen with this piano sound. Again, I'll start quiet. We'll build. So you can hear a really nice dynamic response there from the L1. Now, just going through some of the other sounds, like I said, there are 8 sounds that are really easily accessible, but we have some really nice E pianos as well to give you that nice grit there. But give a listen to this one. This is a stage. Really nice and expressive sound there. Going through, we have an FM piano as well. Just some of the other nice, helpful sounds that are there for your easy use. Pipe organ, which is pretty awesome and very large sounding. Here we go. We have an electric organ. So that's pretty awesome. And of course, a nice string patch to get the job done. Now, once again, all this functionality is built in that. It's going to be our most affordable digital piano that we've ever made yet. So stay tuned for more pricing, but it will sit below our B2, so it's going to be even more affordable than the B2. Another great functionality of the L1 is USB versatile connectivity. So what that means for you is you'll be able to hook it up and interface really nicely with a computer if you want to record to your computer, or if you want to use an iPad with one of our apps, such as the Module app, or for learning piano, the Scoov app, which is a really awesome application that lets you really learn to play piano visually with the iPad. But the versatile USB connectivity on the L1 lets you do that quickly and easily. Helpful thing, actually, when I was messing around with it, recording some demos, I did record directly into Logic just with the USB cable. So it's really one-stop convenience. Now, as far as color goes, we're going to be offering this in 5 colors that are going to be really fun, really groovy. But as you can see here, the plastic is actually sandblasted, so it's got a nice texture to it, kind of like a metallic effect, which just adds to the coolness of the instrument. Furthermore, again, those speakers, if you play them in the room, you're going to notice they're very loud. 2 8-watt speakers are more than enough to get the job done. So with that, I'm going to now move over to the LP380U. Now, the LP380U is very similar to our LP380, which has been out for a while, but it adds a modern connectivity ability of USB, just like I was talking about here with the L1. Now, some top features to know about the LP380. It is a premium instrument in our lifestyle piano series. LP, fun fact, actually stands for lifestyle piano. And it's in our heritage series, and it's high quality Japanese made. So you can see I have my made in Japan sticker, meaning that the action itself is actually the RH3 real hammer action from our Kronos, also found in our Grand Stage, but it's a really amazing feeling action that feels really nice to play. Now I want to play through some of the sounds in this keyboard. It does have 30 sounds, and it's really nice and easily accessible through a bank button, which allows you to choose which bank of sound you're playing through. And I also want to just demo for you how easily that USB connectivity works, because it's a big selling point on digital pianos, and it's a feature I think you definitely want in the instrument. So for now, I'm going to actually leave my iPad, and I'm going to just play for you the piano that's built in. This is the classical piano. So you can hear a really nice dynamic response there. And the RH3 hammer action keybed is going to be the most realistic that you're going to get to a real piano to really get that full dynamic variation there and be able to dig in to the keyboard. Now, nice options that you have on the main panel here on the left of the LP380U is you have easy touch control, so 3 different touch curves. So if you're a heavy-handed player, you can kind of decrease the velocity of the keybed. If you have a light touch, you can make it a little bit easier to get those loud dynamics out of the instrument. A brilliance control, a reverb button, which is really nice and handy if you want to just get a nice dry sound quickly and easily, and a chorus button, which you can actually go ahead here and see. Maybe. So that would be a cool idea for a chorus effect, to get that honky-tonk piano effect there. It comes with transposition features as well as a metronome for easy practicing, which is pretty awesome. Now, I do want to take you through some of the other sounds, but before we do that, let's see what that USB functionality does for us. Now, one thing that I said is that because it has USB functionality, you can go ahead and record, send audio, and receive audio and play audio through the speakers of the LP380, which is pretty awesome, because this thing has loud speakers. Now, just for your spec comparison, it has 2 22-watt speakers that are located right here at the bottom, and they're actually facing inward inside of the cabinet, so it resonates to make a bigger sound. But 2 22-watt speakers are very powerful and give you ample amount of sound when you are performing. But the functionality of that, in combination with an iPad, is that I can go ahead and play my music right through the speakers and practice along with it. So I love jazz, and I always am, when I can't play, especially now with these different times are changing, but being home a lot, I haven't had the luxury of playing with real musicians, so I've had to just kind of do backing tracks, and really the convenient factor is if this is in your home, you just plug in your iPhone, your iPad, and instantly you have a way to kind of play along with these backing tracks. So I'm going to play just something for you right now. Play a little jazz. If those of you know Moment's Notice, but it's a Coltrane tune. I figured I'd pick that because it's something that I could always use practice on. So it'll do me some good to play a chorus here. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to play Moment's Notice with the LP380U USB connected. hear. It's really fun. And just like on our B2, you could do the same thing on the L1, but this versatile USB connectivity is pretty awesome, and it definitely makes you want to just dive in and start playing. Now, as you can see, the physical cabinet of the LP380U is really nice, and it is going to come in 5 colors as well. So very exciting there, but the one I'm using today is black finish, and this wood cabinet is really meant to fit into a home nicely. And cool thing about this lid, as you can see, I'm propping up my iPad here, but the design of the LP380 is that it allows you to have a really nice big music rest space. Now sometimes for you classical players out there, if you're reading a lot of music and it's multiple pages, because of this increased board here, it kind of gives you that versatility to be able to spread it all out, which I think is really nice. But it has a soft close lid as well, which is pretty awesome. So if I go ahead and close it here, you can see it will make sure that it doesn't close quickly, which is a really, really nice function. It also has a 3-pedal assembly on the bottom of the instrument, and it does support half pedaling. So for those of you who might not know what half pedaling is, on a real piano, if you press the damper pedal halfway down, it's not going to really fully sustain the notes, but partially sustain. This pedal is responsive to that. So see, this is a half pedal. You can hear it. This is halfway down. So it's kind of a shorter decay time versus if I play it fully down. That's a full damper, half pedal. So that's really nice, and that's the same for the soft pedal response. So the leftmost pedal on the piano, when you want to get those soft dynamics, it's going to really allow you to dial it in, and it will respond depending on how far you push it down. So if you're playing a ballad, you can hear that really nice soft response there, which is pretty cool. For you music nerds out there who like to play different styles of music that might have different temperaments and different tuning standards, the LP380U delivers in that category as well. You have 8 different tuning curves to choose from in the instrument, which is pretty cool. Perfect thirds if you like that, and you could play in the key of C and have a beatless major third, so no beats in the sound, which is pretty cool. But again, all in the versatility of the instrument. So let's explore some of these sounds. I think one thing that always sets Korg instruments apart, the electric piano sounds are really authentic and have a lot of grit, a lot of tonal characteristics, which make part of the experience as close to the real thing. And the LP380U has a number of amazing electric pianos, and let's see what we can come up with here. But so that's a really, really fun one there. But you can hear the grit. And just going through some of the other ones, again, I'm in E piano 1, so the display is really nicely laid out that the button lights up depending on what you're playing. But if I click the bank button, I'm going to get the second variation. If I go to variation 3 in electric piano 1 category, it's going to have that phaser. So that's a pretty nice sound there. Now, cool thing that the LP380U features as well is quick layering. So you don't have to menu dive, you don't have to go looking around. All you got to do is press the 2 buttons that you want to layer together. So for example, if I go back to the piano 1 category, and maybe I want to put it together with strings, I simply hold the piano 1 button, and then click the string button, and they both light up. And actually, in the function mode, I can go in and adjust the balance between the two layers, which is really, really nice. Now, with the module app, you saw me demo it at the beginning. But I want to show you a little bit more about what that increases the power of the instrument with. Now, like I said, we make the Korg module app. It comes in a module LE and a module Pro version, which is going to give you access to more sounds. But I'm going to go ahead and go into this category here and show you some really cool synth sounds that we might be able to use. Let's see. Here we go. So let's see, bell pad. Let's see what that's. So cool thing is if I want to go ahead and turn the local sound of the LP380 off, it's very simple by holding the function button. And that will access my function menu. And you can hear now I just shut off the local, so you're only going to hear what's coming out of my iPad. You can see I have all the different categories. If you haven't checked out the module app, it's pretty cool, but you can even play it right on the iPad, which is pretty fun. But triggering it through a keyboard with USB connectivity like the ones you see here, it just really adds to the power of the instrument because you have that flexibility. So just going through some other ones, but clav sounds. This is a wah clav. And going through different categories, even within the module app, I can go ahead and adjust my sensitivity of the key bed through this app and really customize sound. The same functionality will apply if I go into the Gadget LE app, which will allow me to record. It's one of our iPad-based applications as well that allows you to record directly what you're playing on the instrument. But again, as you can see, the main thing I want to emphasize is both of these instruments, the L1, the LP380U, are equipped with modern connectivity, which is very important that we had this USB feature in both of the instruments. So a quick little recap. I know we're getting close to the end of our time slot, and just to, again, thank you for coming out to our Believe in Music. This has been a very different year for all of us, but it's so nice to see that we can still have this virtual NAMM get together to show you some of our newest products. But recap of the L1, if you're just joining us now, really, really super lightweight digital piano, which weighs in at only 13 pounds. And even though it's only 13 pounds, you're still getting 2 built-in speakers, 8 watts each, so very powerful to fill a room. Battery operated, which is pretty awesome. Other than the battery operation, LS action, which is pretty cool because it's going to give you that same action that you have in our Kronos. Semi-weighted, so really nice responsiveness, but all in this digital piano right here. Versatile USB connectivity. Duo mode, duo mode is going to allow you to basically have 2 sides of the keyboard. If a teacher's playing on one side and a student's playing on the other, you can both play at the same time with the same range, which is pretty awesome. So really, really great versatility there. And finally, 5 colors, which we're going to be announcing that are going to be pretty cool, really groovy. So that's the L1. And the LP380U, once again, our heritage series of digital piano looking really, really great in the home. Beautiful cabinets, going to also come in 5 different available color configurations. Soft close lid, the new USB connectivity, which allows you to really expand the power of the instrument through an iPad or other computer device. 30 sounds, a super powerful 44 watt in total sound system, which is going to fill an entire room easily. Really, really quick controls to be able to turn off certain parameters such as chorus, reverb, brilliance, half pedal support. So the list goes on, but a really, really awesome and powerful instrument here. So with that said, thank you again for coming out to our virtual NAMM session. You're going to be hearing and seeing a lot more about these products coming soon, and I will make sure to put out really cool content on them with some more demos and showing you how to use them. If you haven't checked out the Scoov live stream we did maybe about a month ago, please do check it out because that same Scoov functionality, you're going to get a free 3-month membership of Scoov Premium when you get either one of these pianos, which is pretty cool. So once again, thank you for coming out. My name is Luciano with Korg, and I hope you stay safe and looking forward to seeing you at the next one.